What's up, everybody? It's your boy Terez back with another episode of The Mount. I got my boy Tim, Terrell, and Tone here. We're about to debate the best wings in Memphis. Stay tuned.
Hey, this your boy Nate. You all the way official. You watching The Mount.
So as you know, Memphis, Tennessee is known for barbecue, man. We're the barbecue capital of the world. We got barbecue, blues, all that stuff. But look, what you don't know is that Memphis is coming up on the scene with a lot of wing places. There's a lot of places that have been put in Memphis, from Ching's to All-Stars Hot Wings to Debo's to Don Don's Juniors. And these places have been staples of this city for years. And so we want to address the issue and debate who's the top four in Memphis. Who's got the best wings? Who's got the best seasoning? Who's got the best environment? That's what we're going to debate today on The Mount. So I want to see what my boys got going on in their lives right now. Everybody's doing some moving and shaking in Memphis. So I'm going to start right here with Tim.
Oh, yeah, man. Tim Jordan, work for the Grizzlies, man. I handle a lot of our player appearances and community investments and community engagement programming that we do in the community.
What's up, man? You already know what it is. Terrell, let's argue.
Man, stop.
Debate. You see this debate?
Start over.
We got to keep that in.
I'm saying, like we doing it like that. Just,
I mean, be you.
he said what we got going.
Yeah, I mean, hold on.
What you got going?
Let me tell you why I did, because, Naked had something going on. Evan got State Farm. I work for I'm a probation officer. Like, I can't say that. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't really had nothing going on. So I was like, that's my thing. I'm like, bro, I'm here for the debate.
We're here for the debate. Just like on the last episode, he here for the debate.
Yeah. Let's go.
I'm trying to one up me.
So we got my boy Tim over here. Let me hear what you got going on, Tim.
Oh, man, I'm just here, man, to talk about these wings, man. I'm a lifelong wing connoisseur.
Wing connoisseur.
You know, and I'm just trying to let y'all know what it is out here. You
see
dig what I'm
that,
saying?
boy? You did?
What's up, man? It's Terrell, man. I'm here for the debate. Let's argue.
Let's argue.
I can't deal with this.
What you got going on, Tone?
Man, I'm just filling the chair, man. I'm here to get my 2 cents in.
Well, look, man. Hopefully, we don't, get too hungry talking about these wings, because it is game night right now. It's going to be game 3 of the NBA Finals. So, Slick, we need to be having some wings while we're making this debate. But we're going to go ahead and try to get this through real quick and let you guys know what Facebook says. So check this out. We had a poll, man. Y'all been disappointing me lately. I don't know if it's somebody random, like just going on Facebook.
Friends, man. I don't know who's following you.
Man, check this graph out. First, y'all said that Buffalo Wild Wings, Central Barbecue, Mr. P's, Hooters, Crumpy's are basically your top 4 wing places that you guys voted on. And I'm sitting here looking like, okay, the one who got the most votes was Central Barbecue. Now, I've had Central Barbecue's wings. I agree that they are good, and that is a Memphis restaurant. But it's not a Memphis wing restaurant. It's a Memphis barbecue restaurant. But I appreciate you guys for voting on their wings and letting us know. So you guys are going to get an honorable mention. Boom! You get an honorable mention because your wings are good enough to be voted in, but you are a barbecue restaurant, so we can't talk about you today.
Good, though, boy.
Central is bust. They put an extra little bit of
smoke wings. You get
the
jerk ones
sugar
with
on
the jerk
that thing.
sauce.
Yes, sir. With that little sugar, little sprinkle. You know what I mean?
You did.
But so here's what we're gonna do. We're going to go ahead, we're going to take a little break right here. We're going to go ahead and break down our debate on what we think the top 4 are individually, and we'll be right back. This is Terez, and you're watching The Mount. All right, guys, so we are back, and we're going to go ahead and talk about what each of us think is the top 4 or the Mount Rushmore of wings in Memphis. We're going to start down here with Tone and work our way to myself, and we'll see what we got on the list.
My top, I guess, I'll start from the bottom up. So the last one, I'm going to go with Don Don's Hot Wings. And, I lived around the corner from Don Don's Hot Wings for the longest. The only spot I know is in Raleigh, right when you cross over Yale on Austin P. Let me see. Crumpy's Hot Wings. Like, I know we were talking earlier, man, about, just when you got a party as a kid growing up, if you got wings coming in the house in that little aluminum foil pan, they was from Crumpers, and them Johnsons was busting. Yes, now, I don't know about all the flavors. They ain't have everything. It was just straight hot, and that's it. That's all you had. Next would be All-Stars. That's my number 2 spot. So I know depending on the location of the restaurants, you might, get some They're not trash.
Uh-oh.
It just might be a little different in taste.
Imagine.
Or it might not be just consistent, or Memphis wide. But All Stars, they have good wings and they have good flavors. Especially if you get them fried hard, man. I'm messing with them if they fried hard.
That's how you can get all your wings, man.
Yeah,
Wings
I can't
unless you
eat
get
them.
fried hard.
Yeah.
You ain't getting the meat off the bone.
If
Right,
somebody
right.
ever told me they can't fry wings hard, I probably wouldn't eat them. So, but I'm gonna have to give my number one spot to Ching's, man. They got the best wings. It's a lot of culture in their building. It does a lot for as far as the area. Like people travel from all over Memphis to go, eat at Ching's hot wings. And just like we were talking earlier, man, you got games always on. You got different people. You got NBA players and college players and people come in and stop by to eat wings, man. So I think it's a good look and it's good. Honey hot all day. I'm getting it. Half honey hot, half season. I'm messing them up.
I upgraded on you on that one, man. You get the season with the honey hot drizzle. You dig what I'm saying?
There
Best
it
of both
is.
worlds. You know what I'm saying?
There it is.
Honey hot drizzle.
You dig.
See, he ain't on.
How would
He
you
ain't on
even-
it, but he
how
about
would
to
you
be.
even think of that?
But he about to be.
You know.
Josh, get him on it, man.
You know
Let
what I'm
him
saying?
Next time you order, let me get honey hot, and can you?
Don't say can you. Just say that I just want season with honey hot drizzle.
Like what? How does that even an idea? Like
Man, look, because it was
Man.
on their Instagram page. On the Instagram page, they posting pictures with dry seasoning, honey hot gold, lemon pepper,
okay,
rub. I mean,
that's a lot.
bruh, I'm telling you, it's like a smorgasbord of seasonings. You probably gonna have diabetes and high blood pressure when you
Yeah,
finish eating them things.
yeah.
But it's worth it though. Ching's is worth it.
All right. Guess I'll go. I'll start with work my way from the bottom to the top. My number 4 spot it's kind of a little niche store. A lot of people may not know about it, but my number 4 spot is Rayford's All in One, and it's on 3rd Street. It's pretty good. Y'all should try it out. Rayford's All in One hot wings. Number 3, it's a newcomer to the scene, but they've been making a lot of waves, so I got to put them at number 3. So I'm gonna go with Dun Dun Junior's hot wings. Hot wing, they got gourmet meat. It's gourmet. It's good.
It's all about that meat.
Pause.
It's all about that meat.
But look, I'm just saying. They got a good quality of meat. The chicken is good quality.
That's what she
Just
said.
say chicken, say wings. That's what we're
That's
talking
what
about,
she
wings.
Chicken meat. Meat chicken. Anyway, Dun Dun Junior. Hey, I know we talking about wings, but they have a great burger as well. Try the burger out. Number 2, I gotta go with All Star Hot Wings. I know it depends on the location. That's what people say, but a lot of the locations are good. I mean, I'm not gonna say which one to not go to, but I've had good experiences with pretty much most of them. Yeah. All right. And number 1, I have to go with Ching's, of course, because it's been a staple in Memphis. Really, I learned about it when I was in college. It was a hangout spot. The environment. You go to the building, got all the pictures of the University of Memphis athletes. One time, I was on the wall, so got a lot of
What
culture.
for
in that place.
intramurals? What you was on the wall for?
Alpha, like we had a.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that to you.
Can you put a Jordan crying face on my face?
Yeah, we're gonna put a Jordan meme right here, right now. Damn, Jordan meme.
Oh man.
But that's my mount. That's my top 4.
Cool. So are we gonna work? You last, right?
We'll just come back at the end and we can talk about because
Okay.
I got a few spots I want to mention, give them honorable mention, on the back end. But I just give my top 4, starting from the 4, working my way to 1. I'm probably tied on number 4 though. Not gonna lie, with Wingstop and probably I gotta go and give it to Hot Wings Express.
Oh.
You got a tie? You gonna have a half face off?
Yeah,
What's
so
right?
listen. What I'm gonna do, what I'm saying is, I'm gonna give
Two face.
Right.
Wing Factory at one point in time when we were in college started to be like the hot competition for Ching's. You know what I'm saying?
I remember.
And I started going there through different programs we were doing. They were sponsoring, through University of Memphis, and I got an opportunity to eat some of their wings, like the April special season. Like, Bussin',
Is it
you know.
bussin'?
Shout out to Greg Van. He put me on that April special, man. But like, yeah, they were really good people, you know, and it was good atmosphere, and they wanted to come up at the time, and so I had to give them a shout out just because I hadn't had them in a while, but they were really good, you know. I had to give them their respect. And then the other time on the 4th would be Hot Wings Express, simply because man, I grew up. That's when I got introduced to Honey Hot.
Yeah.
Like that, and their Honey Hot is really different than most people. Most people don't know how to blend their honey hot sauce.
That's true.
They either take their honey gold and put hot sauce in it, or they just do too much of the hot. It just don't blend right.
So the
probably
honey
too
hot, it's
sweet
got to come from
or too
scratch.
hot.
Right.
As you can tell, comes from scratch. Somebody's back there with a thing of honey and some regular hot sauce and put some butter in, warmed it up, mixed it, because it got the real authentic honey taste to it.
Yeah.
I mess with
Not that Sam's
make
Club bottle.
You make a pretty mean honey hot sauce.
I
yourself.
do, and I stole it. Honestly, that taste that I
You dissected
created, it came from the Hot Wings Express taste from when I was growing up, man. When we
Okay.
first moved out east, that's where we were going, the Hot Wings Express over there on Shelby Drive, man.
That's what's
so
up.
shouts out to them. Number 3, gotta go with OG Crumpies, man. Like he said, Super Bowl parties, birthday parties, growing up, that was coming in the house in the aluminum pan. It was Crumpies. It had the jalapeno seasoning. So that was the difference. They had the jalapeno sitting in the pan. They would squeeze a little juice on it and put it in the seasoning. They would have jalapeno sitting in the pan, Jack.
I did.
So,
I did see those. They look like bust.
and so like that right there, like put them in the category of their own. They didn't have like no one else's
Nobody
wings
makes
taste
those.
like that.
Yeah.
You know, and you actually have a vivid jalapeno taste like that. So it was real vicious there. See, I judge all my wings basically. I know I talked about honey hot, but I originally judged most wings off of their seasoned wings. Because seasoned wings, that means somebody done went in there and made a mixture of some seasons and it's been consistent for them. That's what they think that works. And so that means somebody actually done put some love into those wings. You know, not just dump them in the sauce and just, nah. That's why I say you get the honey hot drizzle, because I know that signature Ching's taste, and you put that sauce on top of that.
It's just the word drizzle that gets me.
Drizzle sauce on that like.
Hey, y'all see that man got so many kids, bro?
Yeah, he got a lot of kids.
Man, that's crazy.
They ain't got nothing to do with this.
But anyway, nah, he been drizzling though. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
You did. You know what I'm saying? But nah. So I guess number 2, I would slide in Devo's, because
That's what he said.
Right.
okay, fine. Devo's will go in number 2
Devo.
because they're legit. Their seasoned wings were, to me, still right now could arguably be the best. You know, like they legit have a signature flavor on their seasoned wings.
That's true.
Only thing about them, their wings were so small, you had to eat so many of them.
Pigeon wing.
Yeah, they were kind of small, but they were good wings.
Blue
Green
Jay
nuggets.
wings.
Right. And so then my number 1 is changed, man. Like just the atmosphere there. And I tell you this, when I originally got to University of Memphis and they were going there for like Alpha Week and stuff, and everybody was talking about Ching, I was like, man, get out of here. Like I still was on the old school wings. Like I wouldn't give a Ching. I wouldn't even go try Ching.
I thought it was a Chinese
the
restaurant.
UofM
Exactly, I
Greeks.
did too, and so I wouldn't do it. So when all the Greeks were going there, like we're going to Ching's, I'm thinking it's a Chinese restaurant that had wing. I'm like, man, I don't want that, man. I finally went in there, and Lord, did I get blessed,
Nothing
man.
Man, look, it's been a blessing since 2005.
For real.
Telling you.
Man, shout out to Lafayette, man, Miss Stacy, man, Josh, man,
You see the
R.I.P. my
shirt?
boy
You
JoJo.
repping it?
I mean, because JoJo helped put them on another level, man.
He
And
did.
so, like, the expansion that they've been able to do, I mean, I love it. Just their homegrown family atmosphere. And I know folks want to argue, you know, but they ain't consistent enough, man, but they are. You know,
Right.
You know, like, I know who's in the kitchen when they in the kitchen. It's on one. It's on.
And you know they back there
everyone.
tossing them just like that.
Just like this, Jack. Look, when little Corey used to be back there. Come on, man.
You see the sprinkle of the salt in the air? It's like a commercial.
Come on,
like,
man.
oh, look at that, man.
Legit.
Is that my box? Nah, I gotta wait 45 more minutes. Got him. But hey, all right, man. We're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna come back with some data real quick, and I'm gonna let you know what my top 4 is, and we're gonna go ahead and get into this debate. Be right back.
This is Terrell, and you're watching the Mount. Mount up.
So, I'm gonna let y'all know right now. I don't have these in any order, but I will say the last one is gonna be my favorite. But I'm gonna let y'all know I got 2 honorable mentions. One of those is Cisco Kid, and they are on Highway 64. Exactly. Everybody probably eyes like Cisco Kid. What is this? I tell you right now, if you go look up Cisco Kid, look up their menu and their wings. They might, if we were to do this show 2 years later, in 2019, Cisco's Kid would be on our Mount Rushmore. But because they are so new and people don't know about them yet, they're not going to be on the list. But give it time. Cisco's Kid is going to work his way up from honorable mention to possibly being maybe the 3 or 4 spot on the mount.
Hey, so you're saying, so what's that signature sauce, like the thong song? Or
It's the blonde. It's the blonde.
They got a logo. It's a dragon on the style.
Make the wings
unleash
look
the
better.
flavor, you know what I'm saying?
Everybody walking around serving with blonde hair.
But so I got Debo's, and I got Debo's because it's not just the wings, but Debo's obviously has turkey legs. They have fried turkey legs, man. Look, exactly.
I didn't know
I'm talking about wings, though.
I know, but it's a turkey. Well, turkey leg,
turkey
and
wing. It's a wing.
It's a fried bird. It's that meat that Terrell was talking about. So Debo's for sure, man. All-Star Hot Wings is on there. Here's the thing. It may not be every All-Star location, but the location on Highway 64 and the location in Cordova that's trying to have like concerts and live music, you got a really good atmosphere going on right there. I think I'm not going to critique these wing places. I don't think that that's my place, but I will say that there are certain seasons that are better than others. But they have some really good wings, a good atmosphere there. Don Don's Jr. I had them last week. Oh my God. Don Don's Jr. in a year might be Ching's competitor, and Ching's is my number one. Ching's by default is going to be Memphis' probably best wings. When Coach Calipari and all these D Rose, Tyreek Evans, your legends of Memphis, your people who helped mold Memphis into what it is today, when they stop into your restaurant and they take a picture with you and your owner and your fans, and you got people from Germantown coming to one location in Memphis, and that location just so happens to be in Orange Mountain in the hood, you know you got the best wings in the city.
Well,
and that's why
NBA players that have a connection
Bruno
to
Mars
Memphis.
came
people
there
bring
and
their people. Like, so when you from
Chris
Memphis and
Brown.
you get connected, you bring your people
Right.
to tell them the good news.
Right.
I mean, I know Josh be working with them. They sending wings on the plane, you know, for opposing teams to come in playing the Grizzlies and everything like that. I mean, like,
And you also
It's
got
a-
other races that come in
Yes,
there too.
exactly.
yes.
It's real good.
Some of you
culture.
really don't see with the other wings, the wing spots. So you go in there, you will see some white people. You see, Hispanics. You'll see different races in there.
Chris Brown
Right.
with the chain. Bro.
Chris Brown. I think they had some wings for Chris Brown.
I know somebody named Chris, and his last name he probably was
Somebody
Brown.
named Kristen hated Ching.
But look, this is my top 4, and now it's time for us to mount up and get into this debate. I think we can all collectively say that Ching's, by far, bar none, is on everybody's list.
Yeah,
So
it's
we
Abe Lincoln, man. Put
yeah.
him on there. You know
So
what I'm
we're
saying?
going to go ahead and write and jot down Ching's as being on the mount. I think a debate lies here with 3 out of the 4 said All-Star Hot Wings. So it's looking like Tim.
I think you got to put it on
I
there.
think you got. I think
Wait a second.
you got to tell me
Now,
why the
Hold on.
fuck.
Listen, I'm not trying to badmouth no one's business. You know what I'm saying? This is not what this is for. Because we all here and we supporting the city. And this is good healthy competition between these restaurants is what the city needs. To grow. And you want to switch it up and support different people. But my experience with All Star hasn't been good. And like I told you, I judge off seasoned wings and honey hot.
Because that's your basic. If you got good season, everything else
can be cooked. Anybody can make a sauce.
You right.
Or you can
Or
buy a
it.
sauce. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So like, that's how I'm judging you. Like
You
I don't
right.
care about how crazy this, that, and the other. How you can make it. Like nah. I'm talking about taste. Talking about flavor. And so, man, I ordered some wings from the one on Union. Man, I've only been to that location.
Yeah, that one didn't get too good.
And I've been there like 3 times, man. Every single
You gotta
time.
go to the different ones.
But I'm not going anywhere else to try random stuff. I'm only going there because I can't get the change. It's too late. You dig what I'm saying? So like, if I want some wings, if I'm going somewhere, when I go out of town for some odd reason, I have a craving. Like if I can fly out and come back in, it's like first place I want to go. Ching's. Make me feel like I'm back in Memphis. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so like, other than that, I'm not just gonna go to no random wing spots. But I've been to All-Star, I stay downtown, and I just, wings were fried too hard. I asked for some fried wings one time, fried hard wings. And all 3 times they were like stupid salty, like not quality seasoning,
Yeah, just
heavy
extra
seasoning, just
salt.
like just salt.
Yeah.
And so just like I can't do anything with that, man.
See
Like,
the thing is, some people fry their wings to perfection already.
Oh,
You know, some people you don't have to ask them to fry them hard because if you're a good wing spot, good wing place, you're gonna fry your wings to a good level, a good consistency. You know what I'm saying?
but I disagree to that.
I feel like if I have to ask you to fry my wings hard, then it's a problem. Like Chings, like to me, how they normally come when you go order them, you don't have to say let me get them fried hard because they're perfect.
No, they're not.
Right.
You have to.
To me.
you have to get them fried hard because like I said,
So you like your wings burnt?
A normal,
no.
a normal 15 minutes to fry. It take 15 minutes to fry wings. That's not. It don't. I don't care what kind of fry you got. They're gonna come out done the same. You got you got to get them fried a little longer than that. I don't care where I'm at.
That's just with grilling with anything. The longer it's on there, the easier it is for all of the meat to come out the bone. So then you talking about the grills like the top part, bottom part.
Yeah.
I'm talking about cleaning the bone. You dig what I'm saying? Like that's all edible. But when folks eating chicken, you eat the middle part and that's all you doing. Nah.
Yeah, I get what you're
You know
saying.
what
Like
I'm
some
You
people
can't have no
be
stick. You
fatty.
can't have no sticky
I don't wanna
skin
be
wings.
fatty.
I guess
Nah,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that
Baked
fatty or
wings.
nothing like that. But I'm talking about to be able to clean the bone,
Okay.
fry hard.
So then, who do you have in place of All Star?
Who you got?
Because it seems like each of us have had a different All Star experience,
Right.
But we collectively.
So let's hold off on All Star then because
Alright.
I'm not sure if they really qualify. Because I mean, I would put Debo's and Crumpies before I put All Star, and I heard that a couple of times on this panel.
Would you put Supreme Wing in that
Oh
spot?
my
Hell
gosh.
no.
No, sir.
But look, Supreme is clutch when you hungry. But it's just
We was
that.
hungry that day, bro.
Supreme
So,
Wing.
and I'm not down to Supreme. Supreme has
That's some good fish, though.
wings, some good fish,
Yeah,
yes.
some good fish though.
But I think the overall environment, I think when I was walking there, if you go in Supreme Wings, their environment is not like a game day environment where you can watch every game on TV. It's more or less like a place you stop in, get your wings, and you get up out of there.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of why you didn't get put on the list. Not the quality of the food, but more the setting and the environment that you're getting the wings in kind of took you guys off the list.
It had nothing to do with that for me, man. It just about just the taste of the wing.
I think
Not everything else on your menu, just the taste of the wings.
But I think back then too, when we got those
Yeah,
wings,
just open.
they weren't that big either. They were like them
That's
little Blue Jay wings.
Yeah. Yeah. But Supreme is the only wings you can get over there by
It
off
is.
Britain.
They winning.
I mean, unless you go to
They're
Highway
winning.
64 or Cisco Key.
That's it. Cisco. Thong to thong.
So, all right, so Crumpies. I could mess with Crumpies. I could agree with you guys to put Crumpies.
historically, just
It's
out of respect.
But
it paved the way.
But if you do that, you got to put Don Dons on there because Don Dons is what really.
They're like the same too.
That's just what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They are close, and I used to eat the same Don Dons usually out there in Fraser, but
So are we gonna say Don Dons as the family industry?
and that's what I haven't had juniors yet because
Because Don Don's historically was there before Ching's. I think Ching's might have piggybacked off of Don Don's because Don Don's used to be by the Burger King off Getwell and Park. And then when that location went down, all the U of M students used to start going to Ching's.
Yeah.
So that's why Ching's kind of got the upper hand because their location closed. Ching's is the only wing restaurant by the U of M. By default, they're around 20,000 people every day from the fall and the spring semester. So they're going to have the upper hand, but they've made the adjustments to be the best wing place in the city.
I mean, but there are a lot of people who will argue and wouldn't even have Ching's in their top three. Like I've argued this time and time again. And a lot of people don't.
Those
like
people don't
Ching's
have
like
taste
that.
buds.
Yeah, I don't.
They don't have taste buds.
No.
They're aliens. They're not real people.
I'm just saying. I'm just bringing that
Well,
to
they've been
to the
paid to
forefront. You
just
dig
say
what I'm
I
saying?
don't like
Right.
Ching's.
Like the people on this thing that y'all been paid to say that Ching's is probably like the 6th worst wing place. This is ridiculous. I just don't understand how Ching's gets
How
13
Buffalo
votes.
Wild Wings
not
higher?
even
Somebody hit the Buffalo Wild Wing button, man. Somebody call them.
I want the Buffalo Wild Wings graphic to come up right now so I can put a big X over that thing. But the wings are
have
good.
a
I good
flavor-
back in the day on Tuesdays, bro.
The
back
35-cent wings.
Woo! The Caribbean jerks.
You won't catch an Asian
Hooters.
zing in no real wing spot.
Nah.
Nah,
Unless somebody buying a Buffalo Wild Wing sauce and pouring that joint over.
And that's too much work to do. Nobody's
Ooh,
gonna
they
do that.
sweet heat sauce on them Zaxby's be busting too.
So, I guess the thing is, okay, we're looking at Ching's for sure.
Okay.
We're looking at Is Crumpy's collectively just because of historically?
Is it Crumpy's or is it Debo's?
I
I think
I would
to me
say
they're
apples.
all both of them old school, come from the same kind of era.
Well, I think they may have been the founders of the Honey Gold, the Honey Hot. I mean, all that stuff may have derived from them because who before them was bringing wings to different company functions or your neighborhood barbecue or whatever.
I'm gonna give Crumpy's the edge then.
Crumpy's got to be on there.
I take that.
Cause that Debo started off in East Memphis. That was an East Memphis thing, you know.
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I only like Debo's really, and don't smack me off the seat. But I like their fries. I didn't like their wings at first.
Which ones you get though?
They was like, weren't they like curly at one point? Am I tripping? Am I dreaming?
I thought you were talking about their fries now. I was gonna be like,
Nah, I'm talking about back when I was going back when it was.
The Chains got the best fries, hands down.
Well, yeah,
Hands down.
Hands
Hands
down.
yeah.
Hands
I could
down.
order those.
Y'all
and eat
put
those.
sugar and salt on them.
That's
things.
what I'm saying. Like
that's
like,
what set people on.
it set them apart, bro.
Them
It's
fries.
the parsley, or is it paisley? Is it called parsley?
Parsley.
Man,
I don't know what it is, but I'm saying a lot of
Neckties
people
on your food.
fries at the
some
wing
paisley
spot
on my
be
food.
terrible. They be bland.
Yeah, it be trash,
It be
bro.
trash.
Yeah.
Soggy
fries.
little white fries or the old school rally season
Hey,
fries. I don't like those kind of seasoned
real
I like
deal.
regular
I can
seasoned
eat
fries.
cheese fries cold. Like after
Yeah.
I've eaten those, after I've ate all my meal, and it's been sitting there, I can go back and eat my.
And you be
fries
like, man, this is
real nice.
not good, but that.
And you try to
The
find that
seasoning,
with
though.
one fry with all the seasoning that
I'm
they
trying
toss.
to tell you.
It's a
They try to
beautiful.
say
collection.
they
They,
on
they,
the lab.
they make you eat vegetables too,
Right,
man.
right.
I
The
mean,
season-
I wasn't eating celery until I went to cheese.
Bro, you know little Broderick, the barber, man. Like,
Yeah.
that man used to come in there, bro. He used to have me dying laughing. He be like, man, you get some of them seasoned veggies, bro. He just
yeah,
order the veggies
I was about to
by
say
himself,
the carrots are
Yes.
seasoned. I mean,
And so here's
Bruh,
my thing:
here's the
is
point.
y'all season flavor the seasoning from the Roman noodle pack?
I wish I could steal it.
Cause real talk, if you dissolve that Roman noodle pack in some water, and I did this one time, it tastes just like ching. See,
He
it's
did
got
the-
the
he did the research.
the paisley,
I
the
did
parsley.
this one time.
Why I keep saying paisley?
You know somebody named Paisley?
Man,
I'm gonna page this shirt.
I'm gonna put a paisley graphic behind it. But now that parsley, man, is in the Roman noodle seasoning pack. So I'm thinking like maybe they just getting a ton of that and mixing it with sugar. They gotta be, bro.
Maybe that's the last station before they give it to you at the window, like the Paisley station. When they throw it on there and give it down to you.
Put a towel in his wings.
Neckties on.
Go-
Oh,
Right.
y'all don't sleep on them. I know we ain't talking about this, man, but my combo though, man. It's the now I moved up. It used to be the half, like he said, the half honey hot, half season.
Oh yeah.
I get the I get the season with the honey hot drills of fried hard. Then I get the honey hot smoked sausage. You get the smoked sausage, get
Oh,
the honey hot jack.
You
Oh,
slaw
I
that
can
thing?
get
No,
down
sir, no slaw over here,
Wait.
bro. Slaw make you slaw, man. You dig what I'm saying? Slaw make you
Slaw-
slaw.
Hey.
You ain't getting slaw on your small size. Then what
That's
you
how
doing?
good it is, Jack.
Then what, nah.
That's how good it is,
Nah,
dog.
man.
Whoever,
With the blue mixed with Poway. Blue
whoever-
mixed with Poway.
Hey, yeah.
whoever sat at home and created slaw,
Wow.
they slaw.
they was
like
slaw,
they got
bro.
to be terrible,
It gives
man.
you a little crunch, but it's a
It's
vegetable, which
terrible. That's what it
It's,
is.
terrible,
it's a
Jack.
slight crunch that you need.
I can only
Only
have a
time
little
you
gotta-
bit,
you
a
gotta
little
have
bit
a
on
vegetable.
On
the
Boss
barbecue
Man.
sandwich.
Only time I
Exactly.
eat it at Boss Man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you eat
Just a
slaw?
little bit.
But
just
it's
a little
different.
bit.
It's
But
different
it's
types of
different
slaw.
though. That ain't really.
Y'all ain't hear my mama slaw. I don't want to hear nothing.
No,
Tell you
it's-
my
I
mama
don't want.
slaw.
I don't want
I
this.
Did you
I
say
see
his
the
mom
result of
slaw?
you eating it all these years. Slaws.
You said you
My
don't.
mama. This my mama slaw.
I don't want to
My
disrespect
slaw.
your mama, so we gonna stop talking about
That's
her.
right. Respect
Mom
you though,
is not
man.
That's
slaw.
your boss man
Mom
slaw.
makes good
So
slaw.
eat my. All right.
Miss Loretta,
triggered.
I'm ready for the rest of the tour. All right, man, we gotta get back to business. So we got Chings, we got Crumpies, and we got Don Dons collectively.
I don't know.
Because
Nobody.
I think Don Don's Jr. is totally different than Don Don's.
Well,
From what I've been
It
hearing.
is.
Don Don's Jr., man, look, this how I know they on a whole nother level. First, they got 2 big screen TVs. There's a nice young lady sitting at the front. She says, "What do you want to order?" I said, "Here's my order." Sat down. She brought our condiments to the table. Let us get a cup of water. They got like water with the cucumber, the lemons, and the peaches and everything. So I said, "Wait, Cheese don't have that." So then the TV was on NFL Network and NBA Network. NBA TV, that's all you really need to have your TVs on in a wing restaurant anyway. I walked in, there were two white men in the place. Now catch this. This is Mount Moriah. This is Southeast Memphis. We slick in the hood just a little bit. We on the verge of the hood, and there's 2 white people in here. So I felt like, okay, if they made the journey over here, they're validating that these wings might be worth the drive and risking their lives to come to Don Don's Jr. Right? Then check this out. On their wall, like any good restaurant, you need validation if your wings are the bomb. They got people from
awards.
Jason Smith. They got
Dave Yeager.
Worldwide West, Dave Yeager. They got all these people that made comments and quotes
Jason
on
Smith
their wall.
at 929.
Yeah, and Jason Smith. Look, the only reason I went is because I'm listening to ESPN radio
Yeah,
and
that's why I
you
went.
and the whole staff talking about the wings.
So time out. And I'm not knocking them because I ain't had it yet. And I know what Don Don's used to be, so I'm going to give them their respect and go out and try. Right now, I'm fast not eating fried food. But what I'm saying is, like, y'all are creating validation based on, like, that's the second, third time I've heard you say how the restaurant was, like how many TVs they had, what they had it on,
What's the taste
what the water and all that, like
okay.
the ambiance
Well,
of the restaurant, and you validating on the people who said X, Y, and Z are good, who are not professional. Now they do have some hot wing records and some
Right.
awards, but
Right.
naming those celebrities off ain't giving me no validation. Because you want to do that, we can go tit for tat for change, and everybody gonna lose.
That's true. But we're looking at 4 people. Well, it's 4 organizations or 4 restaurants. But I will say this, man. I went in there. They have wing flavors that if you went to Ching's, like Tim said, you got to say, I want honey hot drizzle with lemon pepper, this and the other. But at Don Don's Jr., they're already customized like that. But like Tim, I like the season, and I like dry rubs. If you have a dry rub or a seasoning, your wings, I can kind of really find out where you are on what scale. I got this Memphis spicy dry rub flavor that they had, man. It was off the chain. Like, I took a picture. I'm gonna probably put the picture up here. I took it on my phone. I hope the quality is good. I'm gonna put it up right here, right now. But look, man, these wings were off the chain. I'm encouraging Tim.
I'm
I'm
gonna
encouraging
try.
Tom.
Shouts out to Billy Richmond for sure.
Yeah, to go back. And he has a location in Florida, if I'm not mistaken. So he has 2 locations.
And that's where we
And-
won one of the festival hot wing
Yeah,
festivals down
yeah.
there, I think. Yeah.
And so, I mean, you know, I guess as a family, Don Don's is still holding the torch, man, because they have a lot of locations
Well,
around town. But
I'll give them a combination spot. How about that?
We should just take a Saturday when you're done with your fast and just like,
Oh,
or,
yeah, let's
or
go
week
home.
by week and just get like.
We
eat
should have
at-
been able to do
eat
it
at the
tonight.
top
right,
floor. that's on the
yeah,
mountain.
yeah. That was saying we should have had something with the
Well, we
wings.
should just
restaurant
order.
crawl.
We could order that one
Wing
Saturday
crawl.
and do
Yeah.
like
Let's
a
set up.
tasting.
Hey, listen, we're gonna reach out to some of y'all restaurants. We're gonna set up a wing crawl. We're gonna bring a whole lot of business to y'all. We're gonna formalize this on a random day, and then y'all just have everything ready for us. We'll prepay, do what we ever got to do,
Yep.
and we will set it up. We'll get folks to buy tickets to it, and then we'll just move, just do bar crawls
Yeah.
and all that kind of stuff like that. Let's bring some business
Serve-
to all,
serve
to all
your
these
best
folks.
wings.
And so, like, if anybody that we didn't mention wants to be on the list, or you feel like you should be in the top 4, like let's make that happen, man. Let's get some spread the wealth in the city, man, and let's make this happen, dog.
If you ain't brought out the secret sauce, bring it out.
Bring it out,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
the best
It'll be
cook
time.
back there in the back.
Trying to
Put
tell you.
them back there. You
We're
know
gonna be
what I'm
live on
saying?
the scene asking
Tell
folks
us
what they top
which
4.
location we need to go to.
Exactly. Which one got a full staff, a lot of TVs.
Right.
We
You know
gotta
what
make
I'm
sure we
saying?
drink our apple cider vinegar, man. Our blood pressure, man. Get up
Right.
man. That's
I just
salt.
need one wing. Just give me one
Right.
wing. I just need give me your best.
How much for one
So
wing?
we got Chings, we got Crumpies, we got Don Don's, we got one more, man. Is it All Star night?
I'm gonna say All Star, man. You just have to go try.
Cause
We got
I
3
mean,
to
I'm
1.
outvoted. I'm
You
outvoted.
outvoted. It's
Or
3 to
now,
1.
but look, here's the last one. It's either All Stars or Debo's.
Debo's, Jack. Easy. Easy,
No,
You
man.
still outvoted, man.
Yeah,
All
Jack.
stars, bro.
No, Jack. You think because it's
I
just
mean,
loud,
hey,
Jack?
straight out, man. Straight
so-
up. Straight up. Take Don Don Jr. out the pick. Debo's or Don Don.
I would go with Debo's.
All right, then. So then,
I
so
would
you
go with
saying
Debo's.
that?
So now you
gotta
just
put
split it.
Debo's
But
out
I
there.
had Debo's in
I
mind.
did
So now
too.
you just split it.
Yeah, I didn't have
I'm rocking with All Star.
I'm rocking
like,
with
I ain't gonna lie
All-Star,
to you.
Debo's All Star.
If
Look at
I
these- look at these
just to be
locations.
real with you, if I can't have Chings,
Chings.
I'm going to All Stars.
Me too. If I can have teams, I'm going to All Star.
Man, if I
And it's like the Diet Coke of Chings.
don't disrespect change like that. Or
It's the Powerade
It's the power. It's
and,
the
and not the
it's
Gatorade.
the nah. What's the old joint? All Sport.
great value, dude.
And the All Sport can quench your thirst though. When
I've
you
never.
had no money,
It
you
was
were
like
thirsty.
a hint of carbonation with great drink and
Hey,
some
but
other stuff. It could have been healthy.
I mean, I whatever y'all want to sign on there, I roll with it. I might vote it, but I'd rather go with Debo's over All Star. But that's just me, my personal
Because Debo's restaurants have been closing down, I have to go with All Stars because they're expanding. So that means that
Shouldn't
people
they
want
be
their
shutting
wings.
down some of them locations
No,
according to what y'all saying?
I ain't said.
I was saying they
According to what
should.
the reviews said.
Some of the reviews, but
Okay.
the people that's going there probably ain't got no common sense. They probably on Yelp just typing up something because they
First off,
wings.
I never did a
The
Yelp
Yelp.
review.
You know what I'm
anyway.
saying?
Nope, I ain't never did a
What kind
Yelp.
of terrorists doing Yelp reviews anyway?
But look, so this is what we got. We got
Don't deal in
Chings,
Yelp.
we got Crumpies, we got Don Don's and Don Don's Jr. / Don Don's family and All Stars. That's going to be our Mount Rushmore of hot wings in Memphis, guys. We're glad y'all tuned in today. Like Tim said, man, we might need to do this wing crawl.
We need to set that
Which
up.
I think
fire
if you,
idea, bro.
it is a fire idea.
That's a
And look,
fire idea. I kind of thought of it. We thought of it collectively.
look,
We
man,
did.
that's a really
we
good
just
idea.
really created it.
You really
I mean, we
did.
just
Like,
did layup
we have
line.
a
Somebody
first
put it out there.
annual.
And the last person put it in. Look at him.
Because Memphis
Pause,
has a
he
black restaurant week, y'all. And I mean, I feel like these are all mostly African American restaurants. Why not have a black restaurant wing?
Hey, let me talk
Festival.
Hey, we're gonna talk to
Wing
Cynthia
crawl.
Daniels as soon as we get done with this. I'm hitting up Cynthia Daniels.
Yeah.
We're gonna make this happen.
We can have a legitimate top 4. What we said is our top 4 is Chings, Crumpies, Don Dons, and All Stars. That's it. But y'all can persuade us and change our minds, and maybe we might have a Top Wings in Memphis Part 2. So stay tuned, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in, checking us out. Thanks to Tim. Thanks to Terrell. Thanks to Tone. We'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching The Mount.